You were at the movie theater this weekend. You know it was busy. It was so busy.
Yeah, you know, they say it's Barbie's world and we're just living in it.
That's true. And there were a lot of Barbies, too. I saw just the cutest outfits. And they actually did have some women at the movie theater around the corner dressed up
I saw
as different Barbies, and you could take photos. So
yeah, and they had the box. They had the dollhouse box.
Yes,
I saw that, yeah.
Yes, I loved it. We actually have a special guest joining us now. He's making his debut on Morning Mix. Finally, you're used to seeing him cover hard local news, but now it's time to see his movie critic side. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome News 12 weekend anchor and city government reporter, Craig Allison.
Thank y'all for having me. I remember just watching this show launch off. I'm not just weekend anchor, city government reporter. I did entertainment update on my college program.
Okay.
Published high school theater critics. So a little bit of experience there as well. So not just, favoritism, of course.
So you're saying you've seen a movie or two?
A few.
Something like that, okay.
He's saying he may be wanting to sit over here soon on another day for a clip. We'll see. Okay, before we start, though, I think you have to show everyone your shirt, actually. So Craig saw both Barbie and Oppenheimer Thursday, back-to-back features. And I just want to point out again, Oppenheimer alone is 3 hours, and you're looking at Barbie probably close to maybe 2 hours, I think it was, if you want to count trailers and all of that good stuff. What did you think?
Oh my gosh, just an amazing weekend for films altogether. I think the critics, before everyone got to the theater for Barbie, were a little harsh on Barbie. A lot of them saying it was pretty but not deep. I went in with a bit of those low expectations, as all people do when they read those reviews early, but I was shocked. It was like a SNL skit for Barbie. And you had all of these references for adults. It definitely felt like a PG-13 film. And if you have little kids that play with Barbies, I imagine some of those references might have gone over their heads. But Greta Gerwig, it's her fourth film, and just paving the way for women directors. I believe, I'm not sure if they mentioned in David Daniel, but this is the biggest opening for a woman director ever for like an opening weekend. So it's just more of that paving the way and stuff for the family, and also Stanley Kubrick references all over that film. Just amazing stuff there.
Yeah, and that was actually the first trailer for Barbie that came out was a reference to was 2001, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was what caught my attention, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a weird one. Yeah.
Also a Dr. Strangelove reference in the boardroom. You got the Mattel suits centered in, like from the war room in Dr. Strangelove, and even Will Ferrell's like, did Mattel let us do this or approve this? Because they kind of do a bit of corporate bashing.
I think that's what I enjoyed about the film, though, were all of the Mattel references.
Yeah.
And certainly, I mean, I would imagine that Mattel probably approved them to say those things. I would hope so, right? But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, speaking of Barbieheimer, I know you're also a bit of a video game player as well. We've seen this in the video game industry before, where two completely different games have come out on the same day, like Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, and the fandoms kind of just attach themselves to that. But it's rare that you see this with movies, where you have two completely different movies coming out on the same day, that they kind of just kind of stitch them together and do this sort of, dark and gruesome and light and cheery thing. Oh, yeah. So what's the significance of that?
I mean, it's just that it's authentic. It wasn't intended to be like this. There was even a little bit of animosity going in, where, you had certain directors coming out saying, oh my gosh, like Christopher Nolan initially was saying, dang it, I can't believe that they lined up on the same day. But at the end of the day, they're all supporting each other. It's authentic, and both films aren't trying to, get any awards. They're not trying to do anything just to grab audiences. They have a lot of intent behind them, and that's where people and audiences are seeing that with these movies, and that can feel like a breath of fresh air, because part of what we ran this weekend with David Daniel is there's a bit of a box office dip, because there's so many movies and so many box office tickets they're trying to sell. But with Barbie and Oppenheimer, they're so diametrically opposed, but just so much intent behind both these movies. So. And
what would you rate both out of 10?
7 out of 10 for Barbie. Okay. That was amazing. But I do have 9 out of 10 for Oppenheimer. Ooh. Just absolutely amazing. We didn't speak about that at all yet, but this is the loudest movie I've ever seen, and there's just these moments in the movie where you're watching the thought process of J. Robert Oppenheimer, and where he's thinking about atomic fusion and fission in his head and watching it dance like music in his head. So he'll be in a moment, and then you'll just get this loud banging and swerving and all these amazing practical effects put on. So you'll be in a moment of quiet, super loud, and then of course the Trinity test. You have this heart racing buildup, a countdown. I literally was gripping the sides of my seat, and then just moments in the film of absolute silence. I think there was a moment 30 seconds long. Everyone was like holding their breath so that they wouldn't make a single sound. You're just on the edge of your seat the whole time.
I'm definitely going to check it out, and especially after that. Okay, you kind of teased it a little bit. All right, well, Craig, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking some time. I know you're busy now with your day-to-day, but we appreciate having you on Morning Mix.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thanks. Coming up, we're going to show you a group that is aiming to live life with purpose. You're going to be inspired for sure. That's next here on Morning Mix.
And we're taking you to Blanchard Woods BMX for a very cool ride. Stay tuned. But now we're going to send things over to Lisa McCullum.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We are here today at Royal Furniture and Mattress, just off of Deansbridge Road at Bobby Jones. Take exit 5. It's super easy to get here in this beautiful location. We've talked with Adam, their owner, and now we are back with Lorena. She is their sales manager. Lorena, thank you for being with us. We've talked a little bit with Adam about the different variety and the different brands that you have, but you have quite a bit of inventory that's available, right?
Yes, we do. So we have a huge inventory. It's located on Mike Paget Highway.
Okay.
It's less than like 5 minutes away from the store. So if you guys do come to the store and purchase something, everything is available. And we do offer delivery and setup, or you can pick it up. It's your choice. So
wow, that's awesome. And I don't know about you, but if you have been furniture shopping lately, it's very hard to see something and buy it. You have to wait a long time for it. So, Lorena, what makes your inventory and your financing so special? Why you make it so easy? What is it?
So our inventory is unmatched. We have like the blingy stuff, accessories, the lights, the mirrors.
You even
bases,
have rugs.
Yes, the rugs. And for the financing, we have the no credit check and the credit check option.
Okay.
It's your choice. You decide which one you want to do.
Okay.
So
that's super easy.
yes.
Well, and also I know you have layaway, you've got so many different options. So folks, if you are searching for furniture or you just want to have a little bit of glam added to your home, make sure that you come by, see Lorena or see their owner, Adam. Lorena, thank you so much for being with us. Folks, their information is on the bottom of your screen. Remember, it is at Deansbridge and Bobby Jones Expressway. It's just off of exit 5. We're right here in a beautiful location, newer and bigger. So check them out. It's Royal Furniture and Mattress.